April Wonsick here at On the Spot with Akia Communications, and I'm joined by one of our partners. This is Josh Kuss from PEG, talking today about trends that you may be hearing about in marketing, and this one is really around VR, virtual reality, and that's often a big project and endeavor for brands to undertake, but there are some ways, from what I'm hearing, where you can kind of baby step your way into it and kind of test the waters and make a really nice impact for your brand as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So, like you said, VR is a large undertaking. You know, it's a whole team of people, you know, coding out how everything's going to interact with everything else. But I think right now in the world of marketing, a way to get your foot in the door on this and have a fun interactive thing that your demo is gonna at least be able to interact with and have fun is to get into the augmented reality side of it. So augmented reality is exactly what a Snapchat filter is. It takes and it will overlay any animation or 3D design that you've made on live video. So how Snapchat filters interact with your facial features and things like that, you can do that with anything. So trade show displays, if you have a certain part of the display that you want to have a cool little animated figure on, you can do something like that. And that's much easier right now to get in the door on and actually be able to create something that is a super high quality and not spend an arm and a leg and really put a whole team to work for a full year on something. It's a good way to have snackable advertising, something that people can that they'll walk away and say, man, I've never seen something like that. That was really cool for them to just have a little 3D guy bouncing around on their display. So I think my advice to anyone who's really trying to get into the world of virtual reality or / augmented reality is to start with augmented. It's just blowing up right now in terms of the amount of softwares and things out there that you're able to use to just get something even basic out, and you can do those hit them once a month with something really fun and interactive, but it doesn't have to be over the top. And then once you've got your foot in the door on that, and you think you've got a good grasp on how all that's going to work for for your brand and your marketing team, then you can maybe put together a team to put together something really fun for the virtual reality world, where you've got a whole headset on, you're actually interacting in a virtual space with maybe your product or anything that you're trying to advertise. I know one of my favorite things that I've seen in the virtual reality space, which I know took so much time to do, was Lowe's did a full training seminar in VR for power tools and
cool.
lawn and gardening equipment. So that to me was one of my favorite examples of using VR in the marketing space and letting customers come into a Lowe's, put on a VR headset, and actually experience kind of the feel of an actual tool that they would be using. They had fake tools made that would basically interact with how everything was happening in virtual reality. So if you put a chainsaw against a tree in virtual reality, it would start to vibrate and you'd feel it go against you. And that is just, to me, one of the coolest things you can do. But again, it's just not far enough along yet to have the resources out there for it to be easy yet. So it's still a full team of people, and I know the Lowe's one had to have been more than a year of work, and it's just a lot of work right now. I think in the coming years, it's going to be much more available to people in marketing. I think it's great if you have the resources and time to get it done right now, that you can be like a Lowe's who said, we did this first. But
early adopters.
Yes, exactly. But I think for now, if you're just trying to do something to kind of set yourself apart, I think augmented reality would be the way to go for sure.
Great advice from you. Thank you for joining us on the spot.